Everyone thinks they know the story of Dick Turpin's highway glory, but my past is far more gory. Was no saint. You think life is one big antic, my profession is romantic. Hate to be pedantic, but it ain't.
Hello! Yes, I'm dressed as Dick Turpin. Welcome to another video. We're doing something today that goes against absolutely all of the making a YouTube channel criteria. Today we're just doing something because I had a lot of fun. So, you may or may not know, about 40% of my personality is Horrible Histories. And I don't mean anything past series 5. I'm talking 1 to 5. The OG, 6 Idiots, nothing more. I have loved Horrible Histories since the very start, since 2010, since my teeth were so large that if you looked at them with a magnifying glass, you could see the 10 Commandments written across them. I hadn't grown into them yet. I used to write, let's call them love letters, because that's what they were. I have always been a Bayntonette. I used to write letters to Matt Baynton. I eventually got a reply from the Horrible Histories crew, production team, which I think was effectively like a cease and desist at that point. But they sent me a signed photo and I cherish it. I might even have it framed. Also, when I was 19, I was lucky enough to meet the cast of Horrible Histories. I met them at the Ghost premiere. I shook so much in the queue that I drew all over my jeans with my open Sharpie by mistake. If you're not in the UK and you don't know what Horrible Histories is, I feel so sorry for you. Horrible Histories was based on a series of books by Terry Deary. The thing that was so special about them is that it made history funny, it made it really accessible, they had really funny cartoons with it, and it looked into the gory side of history, like the stuff you wouldn't be taught at school. And someone, whoever it was, what an amazing person, had the bright idea to turn it into a TV show. Now, initially they tried doing it as an animation, but I don't think it was very successful. And then later on, they decided to get a team of comedy writers on it, and many of them had worked on Smack the Pony, which is a brilliant 90s, early 2000s, I think, TV show. And one of the trademark things about Smack the Pony is it was made up of short sketches and then it would have a song at the end that normally parodied an existing band or group or song. So what people have said about Horrible Histories time and time again is it works so well because it's not just for children, it's not patronising, it's written, and they always say this, the jokes were written to make the adults laugh as well. And so Horrible Histories and the 6 Idiots, Martha, Larry, Ben, Matt, Jim and Simon, have developed a huge fan base. Quite a niche fan base, but a huge one. I actually unknowingly turned down the opportunity to work a shift at Waterstones when Simon was signing his new children's book. I had deadlines, I was offered the shift, I didn't know he was doing it, I said no because of uni deadlines, and then I cried for about a week when I found out. I can't believe it, but hopefully he'll be coming back for the second book. Please, Simon, please come back. He was ill at the premiere of Ghost, so he hasn't signed my DVD box set. There's still a space. There's still a space. I'd say I'm not obsessed, but I completely am. I can't deny it. This outfit is so hot. It was a jacket from Depop, and the girl was like, I'm not going down on the price. And I didn't know how to explain to her that I wasn't buying it as a fashion outfit, but just to dress up as Matt Baynton in my garden. So anyway, the songs tend to end an episode of Horrible Histories. Sometimes I think they're in the middle, and at the end of each series there's a Savage Songs episode that goes through all of the songs, and they are just brilliant. And as the series went on, I really think they just kept getting better and better and better. So initially, there are 64 songs in series 1 to 5, and I tried to rank them 1 to 64. And it was just painful. It was like trying to rank my children. Not that I have children. So I've come up with a system of tiers, and they are as follows. The Pits, Could Live Without, Bitner, OK, Good, Bop, Banger, Iconic, and God Tier, which is like the best. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's go. Let's go.
That was a bit less dramatic than I hoped. Sorry about the reflection in my glasses, by the way. I tried taking my glasses off and I was so cross-eyed that I just thought it would be best to keep them on. Okay, so starting with The Pits. In my opinion, these are the worst Horrible Histories songs. You'll notice that many of them are from Series 1. I just cannot stand them. They just irritate me. I just don't think they're up to the standards of the other ones, by any means. So we've got the Plague song. This song really irritates me. There is something about it that makes my skin crawl, and my history teacher played it in a lesson, and I just couldn't stand it because everyone was like, oh, I love Horrible Histories, and they had no idea, they'd never watched it. Calm down, Anna, calm down. It just really annoys me. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I can't quite explain why, but I just hate it. A Gorgeous Georgian Lady. I just don't like it. Martha's had some iconic songs, and this is not one of them. British Things. I'm just not a fan. It's a bit slow. Not really feeling it. Burke and Hare. This is from Series 1. Just not really a fan. It doesn't really scan very well, I don't think.
Hi, I'm Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Death's Favourite Things. This was on a special episode, I think, and it's a takeoff of My Favourite Things from The Sound of Music.
Do I prefer pustules or boils?
I just don't really like it. Enough said. And then Love Rats. This is controversial because this is, I believe, the last song that the Six Idiots ever did together in Series 5. And it hurts my soul because it was based on The Cure, which, as you know, are one of my favourite bands in the whole world. And so I had high hopes for it, but I just can't stand it. I just can't stand it. I don't think the lyrics scan. I don't think it's very catchy. It's just, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. Moving on. Then we move on to the next tier, which is Could Live Without. I always skip them. I'm not feeling them. So we have Making a Mummy. Sorry, Jim. The Ages of Stone. That will be controversial. I know some people think that's a bop, but I just don't love it. Even though it's Matt, it's just not my favourite. Tudors, which I recently found out is apparently based on Madness.
Judas, each enemy of Judas, at least we're not as rude as Simon Cowell.
But I just think the lyrics are a bit cheesy, and I'm not a huge fan. The World War II Girls, again, very controversial, but I'm just not keen on this one. I just don't like it, I'm sorry. We Are Greek, it's okay, but I don't know the words to it. I don't love it. Blackbeards, it's just not doing it for me. It's a New World, based on New York. I'm sorry, I just don't love it. Boast Battle. We don't need to explain that one. Georgian Navy, this is based on some sort of football song. I'll put it here, I can't remember the name of it. It just sort of went over my head a bit. I'm not a massive fan. Caveman Love.
First I set fire to my husband, then carefully cut off his skin.
It's an oldie, but it's not a goldie. Not in my opinion. It's Not True. It just gets on my nerves. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. The Blue-Blooded Blues. As Scottish HH songs go, it's not up there with William Wallace in my opinion. But we'll get to that one later. Hello, this is normal me. I've just had a shower, but I realised that I missed out the World War I Cousins song. And that's purely because I hardly know it at all. I think it was Series 5, which I haven't watched on repeat as much as some of the other ones. And I don't really know it. I don't really love it. So that was that one. Then we move on to Bitner. They're okay, but they're not great. So we have Victorian Inventions, Divorced, Beheaded and Died. This is really controversial. And the reason is, it's the one song that all of the non-Horrible Histories fans seem to know, seem to have been played by their teachers and seem to love. And for that reason, it irritates me. It's just not the best song. There are so many better ones. Real Life Cowboys, although I know the dance moves to this. HH fans will know why.
Freestyle. Yeah!
It's just, I'm just not keen. I'm sorry. I don't think it's a bop. Ain't Staying Alive, of course, based on the Bee Gees.
Don't cross us Aztecs, we advise ya. Or you'll end up as fertilizer. Yeah.
I just don't love it. It's not one that sticks out in my mind. And then Roman Emperor's Bad, although I love the bloopers to this and they bring me so much joy. I just don't think it's great. I'm sorry. It's got Alarga Barmas in it, which is one of my favourite of Matt's characters.
I hid a lion in there. Random.
It's not the best song. It's not the best song. Okay, moving on. Then we move on to OK. I can deal with these ones. They're alright, but they're not my favourites. Australia, which is a Kylie Minogue parody. It's quite good. Martha's good in it, but it's not my favourite. The Borgia Family. Based on the Addams Family. It's quite good. It's alright. I don't love it. Victorian Work Song, which is based on Oliver. This will be really controversial. Some people love this, but there's something about groups of children singing that just annoys me a bit. I'm sorry. I'm not a massive fan of that one. Horrible Christmas Carols is in here. This was from the Christmas special. They're okay. It's not one that I dance to, but quite interesting. And then this is really controversial. The finale song, We're History. And I've put it down here because I cannot listen to it without getting so sad. And not like sentimental sad, but so sad that Horrible Histories is over. I even struggle to say that. And so I've had to put it low down because I just can't deal with it. If it comes on, I have to skip it. I can't cope with it. Enough said. Then we have the good tier. So we've got The Pioneers of Transportation, which is based on Grease Lightning. This one has some amazing accents in it, particularly from Simon.
Stevenson's the name of my steam engine's the best you will find.
It was the rocket, it was called the rocket.
The bullet train that carried passengers and was the first of its kind.
Was the commotion, doing the locomotion.
I mean, what is that? Rah Rah Cleopatra. This is based on Lady Gaga. It's a great one. It's not my favourite, but it is a good one. Then we have Luddites, which is based on the Sex Pistols and sort of punk, Pretty Bacon. It's so funny. I love it. It also has one of my favourite ever Simon bloopers in it. Mary Seacole, this is based on Beyonce. It's a great song. I am so embarrassed to say I still don't know all the words to it, but it's one of my like bucket list resolutions to learn them. We have The Civil War, which is based on West Side Story, I believe. It's a good one. It's got some really funny lines in it and some good dancing as well. The Suffragettes, very important song. I can't remember who it's based on, but it's a great one. William Shakespeare. This is a really clever one. It's made up of lots of Shakespeare's most famous lyrics and sayings as well that have made their way into the English language. It's also quite a nice prelude to Bill, which is the Six Idiots Oh, it's gone dark. So annoying. Which is the Six Idiots feature film, because Matt plays Shakespeare in that film. Then we've got Funky Monks. This has got one of Terry Deary's many cameos in it. He is sort of a bit like Stanley, that he just pops up at random now and again. We have I'm a Knight. I love this song because Jim, in his wig, looks like such a Karen. Him and Matt with their bobs look like they could be about to go to Cafe Nero, have a little croissant and a little frap or something, have a gossip. I love it. And then we're moving on to the bop category. So we're getting into the really, really good ones here. I think from now on, I know all the lyrics to these ones. They're really good. So in no particular order, we have the Hieroglyphics song, which is based on ABC by the Jackson 5. It's a great one. Matt is so camp in this song. I love it. Mary First, which is based on Kate Bush. This is amazing. This has Stevie from Miranda as Mary First. It's great. Flame, of course, based on Fame, but about the Olympics. It's a great one. I think it came out in 2012 as the Olympics were coming out in the UK. I felt so patriotic then before it all went to shit. But yes, great song. I love Ben's German accent in it as well.
Not so fast. I'm Baron de Coubertin, a famous French historian. I read of the Olympic Games, thought I should try restoring them. They'd be just like the old days, I said, but did propose that unlike Greeks, Victorians should do them wearing clothes.
We've got Crassus Minted, which is based on Bonkers by Dizzy Rascal, one of Simon's solo songs, which are kind of rare, to be honest, and I love it. It's great. The original Tudor, I love this song. I've spoken to my family about this a lot, and we think it's based on T-Rex. It's also a bit sort of Queen-esque, but I think it's T-Rex. It's a banger. I'm the original Tudor. We've got Oh, England Dower, da 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 da. Please excuse my singing. We've got Oh England Dower, which is based on Tom Jones. Jim is amazing in it. I love it. Rosa Parks, absolutely iconic. I love it. It's not in the iconic section, but it is a banger. Oh. You've got the Victoria and Albert song, which genuinely breaks my heart. I'm pretty sure that I have cried to this song. My sister has definitely cried to this song. It's so beautiful. I can't talk about it. It makes me too sad. It's so good. And then we have The Thinkers, which is based on the Monkees, but it's about ancient Greek philosophers. It's great. It has some amazing dancing in it. I love it. And now we're moving into the bangers. It's getting serious. Joan of Arc, based on Jessie J. Whatever happened to Jessie J? I heard she was like performing in a Chinese talent show or something. She just vanished. But yes, this is amazing. Pamplemousse, Baguette, and Brie. Then we have Boudica. This is my favourite bit in that song.
Colchester, London, St Albans, everybody talk about dead Romans.
So good, based on pop music. I love it. Amazing, amazing choreography. Retreat, retreat, they're knocking at the door. Something along those lines. It's so good. William Wallace. Iconic, iconic, so good. That is amazing. I love this song. Natural Selection, which is based on David Bowie, or David Bowie, however you like to say it. So good. It's based on Changes. How clever is that? I love it. Then we have Literally. I can't just say literally. It doesn't sound right. I love this song so much. Also, if anyone's interested, the drum kit has runes on it, Viking runes, and I paused it and I found out that they spell citrus, which is the television company that made it. I don't think anybody else cares, but I'm special.
He certainly is.
I so nearly put this one in iconic. In fact, it might even be iconic. It's the Charles Dickens song. It's based on the Smiths. It's Matt at his best. One of Matt's best. It's amazing. It might even be an honorary iconic song because it's that brilliant.
And heaven knows I'm miserable now.
We then move into iconic, which are some of the best songs, in my opinion. We have the Kings and Queens song, which will genuinely help you learn all of the British kings and queens. It is brilliant. It's got pretty much all the cast in it. It's so good. The Norman Family Tree. I love this song so much. It's based on ABBA, if you don't know. It has Larry in it, singing. And Larry's singing ability, I love you, Larry, but it's very similar to my singing ability.
My wife's also called Matilda.
My wife's also called Matilda. It's such a good song though. I love it so much, and I love it even more because of that. We have the Spartan School Musical, which is so good. It shamelessly rips off High School Musical. The choreography is amazing. It's hilarious. I love it. We have Viking Land. This is my dad's favourite Horrible Histories song. It's based on Simon and Garfunkel. It's hilarious. I love it so, so much. One of my favourite lyrics is in this song.
We introduce some new terms: husband, guest, egg, awkward, nag, leg. More than 50 words to leave your lingo. To your liking, thank a Viking.
So good. Oh, then we have Born to Rule. This was series 1. This is like the OG Horrible Histories song. The makeup and wigs are a thing to behold. But it's so good. I love it so much, especially when Matt does this.
And I was the bad one.
I mean, my ovaries. Then we have Pachacuti. I love this song. I love the choreography. I almost dressed up as Pachacuti, but I thought it might be a bit of cultural appropriation, so I didn't do that. I love that he's northern for no reason at all. I do this all the time, that the characters will be from Birmingham or they'll be northern, and you're like, why? I just love it so much. It's so good. Then we have Richard III. I so nearly put this in my best songs. I love it so much. It is brilliant. It is like a proper sing your heart out song from Jim. It's got one of my favourite ever lyrics in it.
Can you imagine it? I'm the last Plantagenet.
It's so good. Also, it will make you love Richard III. Such a good song. It's time. We are now entering the God tier. Are you ready for this? This was so hard. I so nearly put Pachacuti in this song, although my sister saw it and was like, Anna, you can't do that. You're just doing it because of Matt. Which is maybe a fair point. I so nearly put Richard III in here as well. But I had to narrow it down. So this is my top 4 Horrible Histories songs of all time. George IV, the Regent King. It is so good. It is such a good song. Jim is fantastic in it. This is another one where he just sings his heart out. It's hilarious. Did it at the prom, and I was kind of pissed off that Simon was George III because I think Lawrence is better at it. I'm sorry, Simon. I'm sorry. I'm also heartbroken that I didn't go to the prom. I didn't know it was happening, and I genuinely cried for about a week. I'll never get over it. If I could go back in time, that's what I'd do. I'd go and I'd watch it. Some people try and find world peace. I'd be at the HH prom. Number 3, we have The Few. This song is incredible. It's based on Relight My Fire by Take That, and also sort of a mashup of other Take That songs. It's about the RAF fighter pilots in World War II. It's brilliant. It has one of my favourite lyrics ever in
My
it.
name is Douglas Bader, let me tell of my ordeal. Lost both legs in an accident, these ones are not real. I left the Air Force after that, flying was a hobby. But when war broke in 39, came back just like Robbie.
People who like Take That will understand that reference. It also has one of my favourite ever bloopers in it from Jim. I can't fault it. It is a perfect song. It's perfect. And then in second place, my sister disagrees with me about this. She thinks this should be number 3 and The Few should be second. But I think this is almost my favourite song. It's not hard to guess, is it? It's Charles II, the King of Bling. I know every word, I love it, it's iconic. I remember when this came out and they were offering it as a ringtone, and I was trying to persuade my dad to get it on his BlackBerry because I didn't have a phone. This is of course based on Eminem, My Name Is. It's iconic, I love it. I had it as my alarm to wake me up throughout my GCSEs, and I still love it, and I think that's a testament to the song. And then number 1. Was it hard to guess? It's Dick Turpin.
Everyone thinks they know the story of Dick Turpin's highway glory, but my past is far more gory. Was no saint. You think life is one big antic. My profession is romantic. Hate to be pedantic, but it ain't.
This is the sexiest thing a man has ever done. Fight me on it. This is of course based on Stand and Deliver by Adamant. When you realise it's Adam Ant, adamant, mind blown. Anyway, it's so good. Matt is so camp in it. I love it. I love it with all my heart. And I hope I did it justice. It also has my favourite ever Horrible Histories lyric in it.
I ran away to Yorkshire, changed my name to John Palmer, was sent to prison after stealing chickens from a farmer.
I just think it's so perfect. The rhyming is fantastic. It's brilliant. So that's it. You've reached the end of the video. Well done. My camera is about to run out of battery. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Even if you disagree, let me know. I love Horrible Histories, and to be honest, most of the songs are absolutely brilliant. Also let me know in the comments if you love Horrible Histories, if you have any favourite scenes, if you'd like any more Horrible Histories themed videos, because I am such a big Six Idiots nerd. I don't think people understand. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a like, and you can also hit subscribe, but only if you fancy. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope you listen to lots of Horrible Histories songs, and I'll see you next time. Bye!